Our Digibyte price prediction says that by the end of 2023, a DGB will cost more than 2 cents. How much our DGB will cost by 2025? Figures from 2025 show that Digibyte could be worth more than 3 cents. Our Digibyte prediction says that DGB might hit a new high of 0.1 in 2030. Digibyte is currently worth about 0.0078, which is about 1.14 less than a week ago. Also, the DGB coin has been able to keep up its energy over the past 24 hours. There is a negative feeling on the watch, but the long-term outlook is still good, and the DGB coin might stir things up in town. By 2025, make a note. If you want to know what Digibyte will cost in the future, you don't need to look any further. Our thorough study tries to answer your questions, such as, is Digibyte a good buy? Before we start, what can Digibyte do in the future? Forecasts for DGB. Point by point. First, let's look at the coins. Tell how long it took to get all of those awards and degrees. Testaments is done. It used to be very important because if they were lost or damaged, the results could not be fixed. It's possible that years from now, the responsible organization won't even be around. Since these testaments are real buildings, sharing these qualifications is also a big job. Because of this, a sealed, very secure building was built to store and retrieve all information on the testaments. Prepare to have your mind blown. All without the need for middlemen, because of hard, perfect work that gets rid of any cost flaws while also making things easier. The handling time for the Digibyte swap was put in place. A lead creator named Jared Tate came up with the idea of Digibyte in 2014. It was brought to the forefront to solve the problems of accelerated decentralization and security. In 2014, Jared Tate, also known as Digimon, mined the first block of blockchain. This made it possible for decentralized banking to work well. So, DeFi Digibyte set the standard by being the first blockchain on the planet to use a feature called SegWit isolation. Keep in mind that this special feature means that data about exchanges will usually be gathered separately, not with other data on the same block. This means that dealing with exchanges' great velocity will be a challenge. This kind of technology will be a big driver of change in the world of payments, working as a push to make fast transactions possible in the global payments environment. Digibyte will bring a lot of change to the digital money market. Let's look at why Digibyte definitely has a lot of promise and why wood is likely to be one of the most attractive currencies on the crypto market, thanks to its local token, DGB. High protection and speed in transactions. What is not clear yet is how lawmakers compare the value of Digibyte to other key resources. Not a big surprise. It wouldn't be too much of an exaggeration to say that a constantly changing group of qualified investigators and cryptographers is making and keeping track of the possibilities of Digibyte DGB tokens as catalysts for making smart agreements and moving assets. Digibyte prices are most affected by the speed and fairness of exchanges, which allows for faster updates and execution, making exchanges faster and safer. Most crypto resources are strong because they are not controlled by or subject to any governing body. This means that they are not subject to any rules or restrictions. Digibyte supporters say that this platform is completely trustworthy because, if nothing else, people who live in economies that aren't very strong have the power in their hands. If they put their hard-earned money into DGB, then a mulling stock or bonds with directed world economies moving toward a downturn, they are in an ideal situation. It has been shown that digital money standards will be in charge of the money world. Without a doubt, Digibyte will be thinking about stock or bonds as world markets move toward a downturn. DGB will be the choice of financial backers, especially since it has been around for a long time and backers have found that it has a constant quality built into it. The steady rise in the price of a Digibyte may not have won the most digital money, but it was smart. Even though the new Digibyte display doesn't show trade rising to glory, financial backers have learned to trust that this resource will work and make a big difference for trade. One thing that is clear from this is that DGB is settling in for a long-term rise and filling up the crypto market in full bloom, just like some other forms of cryptography money. Digibyte (DGB) is talked about from many different points of view. The ongoing cost of DGB is 0.0079. And at that price, Digibyte can be a good buy for a good long-term yield. The market value of Digibyte is $128,155,199. But this Digibyte flood cost didn't last long. After Digibyte hit 11 cents at the beginning of 2018, it traded in a negative hold for the next 2 years and dropped to 0.003 during the WAC 2020 accident. Still, the DGB coin regained its lost strength in gigantic growth, and on May 1, 2021, it reached an all-time high of $0.182.5, which was never reached before or since. Digibyte has shown a consistent downtrend between highs and lows. Right now, the DGB price is around 0.0078. Our Digibyte price prediction is that the value of Digibyte will reach a high of 0.021 and a low of 0.0078 by the end of 2023. In 2024, the average price of a DGB coin might be around 0.012. Digibyte could break through the 0.0244 limit and keep the market to itself until the end of 2024. Based on what we know about the value of a Digibyte in 2024, the average price will be 0.0200 and the highest price will be around 0.0288. 2225 Our DGB cost projection for 2025 says that as crypto games become very famous, the price of Digibyte will skyrocket. Also, the DGB price could go as high as 0.032, while the base value could be around 0.0228. The average price of a Digibyte in 2025 is expected to be around 0.028. If the crypto market goes well, the Digibyte price is expected to break all barriers and reach a high of 0.0432 in 2026. If this happens, the coin would make its backers a lot of money, with an average price of 0.0472. Bitcoin stays at $30,000, Ethereum is above $1,900, and XRP goes up by 6%. Bitcoin nursed its wounds from the weekend and made small gains to stay above the $30,000 mark. Ethereum also went up a little bit but stayed below the $1,950 level. Bitcoin and other crypto tokens got over the weekend jitters, which were caused by people selling their digital tokens for a profit. But traders are still optimistic because a lot of money is coming into Toronto's Purpose Bitcoin ETF, which shows that market demand is high.